You know the vibes, www.daymcomic.com, DAYMCOMIC.com. Click the link below. Order your comic books right now. They're dropping in a few months. Don't be without one.
What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so they dropped the trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home. I want you guys to see this if you haven't already, so let's get into that, and then we'll talk about everything in the trailer after that.
Oh, look at this. This is a good one. Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Stop, come on.
Yes, my spider lord.
Can we just, stay up here all day? It is so crazy down there.
That's right, folks. Spider-Man is, in fact, Peter Parker.
Listen, I did not kill Mysterio. The drones did.
The drones that are yours.
Does any part of you feel relieved about all this?
What do you mean?
Now that everybody knows, you don't really have to hide or lie to people.
For the record, I never wanted to lie to you. But how do you tell someone that you're Spider-Man? Now everybody knows. But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot of people. I've just been thinking about how to fix all of this.
So, Peter, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Please, we saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay, Steven.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
When Mysterio revealed my identity, my entire life got screwed up. I was wondering if maybe you could make it so that he never did.
Strange. Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Fine. I won't. The entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
So MJ's gonna forget about everything we've ever been through?
Stop tampering with the spell.
Oh my God, Ned, he's my best friend. Oh, my Aunt May should really know.
Stop talking!
What just happened?
We tampered with the stability of space-time. The multiverse is a concept about which we know frighteningly little. The problem is you trying to live two different lives. The longer you do it, the more dangerous it becomes. Be careful what you wish for, Parker. Hello, Peter.
All right, so there you have it. I thought the trailer was dope. I'm really excited. I know it's dropping right before Christmas and everything. I am really excited. The stuff with Peter Parker and Benedict Cumberbatch, I thought those scenes were great. Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing more of the whole thing. I know the Wong character's in there. He's also going to be in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which apparently he asked. He wasn't in the script, and he actually contacted Marvel and asked could he be in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So they of course obliged him since he's going to be doing these Doctor Strange movies for them, and they put him in there, and he's like chopping it up with the Abomination. I saw they were in that. They were fighting, and he was getting rocked by Abomination. So that looked like a pretty cool scene in the Shang-Chi trailer, the last one. They've put out like a couple of them. But one thing I will say, it looks like they are kind of taking the One More Day storyline. If you've read the Spider-Man comics, you know that Spider-Man One More Day is probably one of the most polarizing, controversial storylines that Spider-Man's had probably in the last, say, 30 years. The Clone Saga. The Clone Saga is by far the most polarized, because I stopped reading Spider-Man for over 5 years after the Clone Saga dropped. And when I went into the Clone Saga, I was very happy about it. I thought they were, the Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, they were doing all this stuff. And then you hear from people that worked on the story, they start seeing them sales. When the Clone Saga dropped, the sales exploded. And it was only supposed to be a couple months storyline. And then after they saw those sales come in, they said, let's expand this thing. Let's add more books. Let's stretch it out for like a year and all that. And it ended up, really destroying a lot of the fans' faith in the franchise. Fast forward a few years, Spider-Man sales are kind of going down. They bring in J. Michael Straczynski and John Romita Jr., and they have what I think is one of the best runs in Spider-Man, say, in the last, say, 20-so-odd years. But, yeah, I love that J. Michael Straczynski run, but, Joe Quesada became head of creative or whatever over there at Marvel, and apparently this was his shot call to do this story, which finished J. Michael Straczynski's run, called One More Day, where Spider-Man and Mary Jane Watson made a deal with, I know Aunt May had gotten, she was like in critical condition in the hospital. She was dying. And like Peter Parker and Mary Jane, they decided to sacrifice their love, their relationship to Mephisto, in exchange for saving Aunt May's life. It was basically an idea, because I know they said Joe Quesada had kind of gotten to the point where he felt like having Spider-Man as a married guy and all this, he had kind of aged up a little too far, and they wanted to scale him back and kind of, hey, he's not married. He's kind of a young, goofy guy that's, awkward around women, and, what Stan Lee and Steve Ditko had originally created. But the way they handled it, it was so controversial. And, J. Michael Straczynski wrote the script, and he was kind of upset with some of the things that he had been asked to do, and he kind of thought it was a bad idea. And he was so embarrassed that he asked that his name be taken off the script. So, like, if you get those comics, his name, even though he wrote the script, or some of it, I know they tinkered and did some editing to some of his script, but because he didn't want to write some of what Joe Quesada and whoever else had asked him to do. But there are parts of this that kind of, after seeing the trailer, it makes me think that they're going to do One More Day. And that scares me because, like I said, I did not enjoy that. One More Day, really, I always loved the Spider-Man Mary Jane relationship. There are some hardcore Gwen Stacy, Peter Parker people, which Emma Stone is Gwen Stacy. I loved her as Gwen Stacy. That's the best Gwen Stacy. Ron Howard's daughter had played her in the Sam Raimi films, but I thought, Bryce Dallas Howard. She had played Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man 3. But I thought Emma Stone was incredible as Gwen Stacy. I liked her character. I understand why some fans think that Gwen Stacy is Spider-Man's true love, and the way she died at the hands of the Green Goblin, the whole deal. But I love Mary Jane. It's like I still have my Spider-Man annual where Peter Parker and Mary Jane, when they got married, and, I think, John Romita Sr. was the artist on that. They just, like I said, that's one of my, it's not that valuable now, especially since they've retconned everything, but it's still one of my favorite issues in my personal collection, the annual where Spider-Man and Mary Jane get married. But maybe this is what they're going to do. Like I said, there was also some stuff that, if you read the Civil War storyline, they were the Civil War storyline, Spider-Man, at the behest of Tony Stark, he did a press conference and he revealed to the world that his true identity was Peter Parker. And then some new Spider-Man writers came in. They didn't like that. They did this thing where Doctor Strange cast a spell on the world where they forgot that Spider-Man was Peter Parker. So if you just watch the trailer, you know that they're kind of playing with some of that as well. But I thought, for me, I'm excited for this movie. I think it's going to be phenomenal. You know, let's talk about it. Get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about Spider-Man No Way Home. Are you excited? Are you going? I'm going first day. I got to go to the movie. If it's a midnight premiere, I'm going to be there. Get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please check out my podcast at anchor.fm/AkariPress, or just type in Akari Press on your favorite streaming platform today.